Right, I am flying the Fenix Airbus A320 from Gatwick to Edinburgh this morning. Bit of a spontaneous stream, I don't really do them announced really. It's more a case of just being able to record a long video without having to upload the whole thing afterwards. So we're in the cold dark cockpit. I've set up the EFB here, so we've done my flight, it's been imported, we've got 12 minutes to departure, routing Lambourne, Brookman's Park and then INPIP. We've got the METARs here, so we're expecting from EGKK likely 08 and EGPH probably also runway 06. Ground services wise, we connected everything up. Mass and balance, we've started the boarding process. We've actually almost got everyone on board just now. Panel states ready, sim settings, all as I require them. Boarding's just complete now, so that's quite nice. I'm just going to get the flight plan loaded in properly and we'll contact ATC so they can give us a clearance. So I think that'll be these people here. So let me just have a look at this. So we've got cruise at 320 with a CI of 15. So let's get the airport actually started up. So external power on, BAT1, BAT2 on, INS is all to nav. I'm going to start left side down, so I'm going to put this to PPOS just to get a position up there. Captain only, GS mode off, ground control on, test. Checked. We come down here, cruise supply on for the oxygen. We don't have high altitude landing, we don't need manual masks and passengers always on. All of these calls are fine, rain repellents are off. We're going to start now at the lights, so nav lights on. Smoking signs on, seatbelt signs on since we're fully fueled. Emergency lights armed. Standby controls on, and interior lights nothing. Coming up here, this is all okay, but I like to turn these two down so we should have some effective aircon. 424 degrees is a bit warm, especially with the temperatures at the moment. Coming up a bit higher, this is all okay, we've got no problems. Gen 1 and Gen 2 are on fault because the engines are no longer on running, so there's not going to be any generator power. All the pumps need to go on, so we just eliminate all white marking here. This is all okay, there's no more white. APU test. APU test's okay. Down here we've got ventilation, cargo, smoking, etc. There's no whites, nothing to really worry about there. Coming down here, I'm just going to set up the lighting. We don't need the flood panels on today, they just start up as default. But the rest is okay. I'm just going to reset the clock to 0. The AFIS has just come online, ISIS. So go to ATSU, ASC menu, flight init, and we request the information from SimBrief, so that's just going to import the data for the flight. There we go. Then we can go directly to the init page, do init request. And that now should fill. We've got cost index 15 and cruise level 320 today. Very important for the CPDLC capabilities, we need to actually enter our call sign here. So today's EZ367 Yankee. Going in there. IRS initialization can only happen once we've actually got the airport entered, but we're going to actually go and get the correct stand location from here. So we go into our charts from Gatwick, ground charts, INS coordinates, there we go. We're at stand 101, hopefully. Yeah, 101. So we're going to pop in stand 101, which is over here somewhere. There we go, North 5109.4. Not 5109.4, and West 10.6. There we go, so that's actually matching up with our GPS position, which is exactly what we need. We confirm a line, and now this starts aligning. We've got 6 minutes to the alignment, so that's okay. Wind request happens as well. So it's basically a very quick flow that I go through this FCDU actually. So wind is now entered, so we've got our init page set up. We've got the flight plan from the init. We're now going to go into the inits and set up the weight and balance. So that's this next arrow here. We just set the zero fuel weight and the zero fuel center of gravity. We get that from this part here. mass and balance, which is something we do even in the smallest plane. 59.2 and 30.6, so 59.2 slash 30.6, not 3.60. There you go, then we can click fuel planning, and this will only work once the INSs are aligned, so this will be IRSs even. Not in Concorde, that would be cool though. Oh no, it's worked, confirm. So that's fine. Right, flight plan, just check this now. I'm actually going to go over to the AOC menu, ATC request, pre-departure clearance, EGKK. No, that's down here in station. Stand number 101. And we can get some information, so I'm going to just bring up, this is outside, you can't actually see this, egkkatis.com 1136.525, so this is in VATSIM. No voice ATIS, okay. Information Tango, 850 Zulu, runway news 08 right, ILS approach expected, 08 right, dry. Departing aircraft, make initial contact on 118625, which is not online, so this ATIS is a bit nonsensical. QNH 1007, advisory speed of Tango. So QNH 1007, just set that with B, and we're going to check EGKK tower. Tango T, enter there. Okay, we send that, and I highly doubt that that's actually going to have anything coming back, because it doesn't seem to me like the person set up a proper thing. So I'm just going to tune the tower frequency now, 124.225. That happens here as well. This is going to be set to auto. That's okay, everything down here is all good so far. You can start up the APU since everyone's online. We've got 3 minutes to go. You can start the APU about 1 hour before departure, 20 minutes after departure. So all good, but I am not hearing anyone speaking. So let's see. Gatwick Tower, easy 367 Yankee.
Easy 367 Yankee, Gatwick.
Gatwick, easy 367 Yankee, Airbus A320, stand 101, information Tango, request for clearance to Edinburgh.
Easy 367 Yankee, you're clear to Edinburgh, Lambourne 1 Zulu departure, squawk 6206, your data link should be coming through.
Lambourne 1 Zulu and 6206 on the squawk, yeah we just got that now, thanks, sorry. Easy 367 Yankee.
Easy 367 Yankee, correct, no worries.
Right, it says squawk 6206, 6206, and the data link has worked, that's here. Clear to Edinburgh, runway 08 right, departure, Lambourne 1Z, squawk 6206, ATIS Tango. When ready, call if unable, revert to voice. So there we go, roger. Send, acknowledged, close. Right, so we go EGKK, departure 08 right, bam bam, Lambourne 1 Zulu. There it is. So that's the RNAV departure. So that's all centered and entered. Now we've got an EFOB which is not seeming quite correct, so I'm just going to check that on our init page. Block fuel is 6940, I think. We'll just go quickly through here. Trip fuel is 2563, so that's 2.56.
Alpine 755, say again.
I have to contact you when I'm on the ILS.
Alpine 755, correct.
But the block fuel is actually the fuel that we're taking block to block, which is going to be 6.9. So this is going to tell us how much fuel we should have on arrival, which is 3.7, that's better. OP is online, company message. It's going to be our weight and balance.
Restart and try again. Canadian 815, no worries, have CNC.
See you.
Right. So we're all good to go actually, so I'm going to get flight plan on this side, performance here. We're going to do our performance calculations now, since we're fully loaded, so we'll have a proper weight on board. Right, so zooming in here, sync the load sheet final. We're using 08 right for departure. We're going to use flaps depending on the QNH. Temperature's 26, we're going to use flaps optional. Calculate here. So flaps 1 down 0.1 on trim, 148, 148, 150, 148, 148. So V1 is our rotation speed, which is a good thing. Means we've got lots of runway to decide. We don't need to decide too early. 1/down 0.1. And the temperature is going to be 63 flex. Okay, we are good to go there. So we're going to keep performance on the left and flight plan on the right. Just going to run through the flight plan quickly, check for any discontinuities. Doesn't look like we've got any. Except for when we get to Edinburgh at the end, so that's where we're going to put our star in, which is going to be in pit 1 echo anyway. Innsbruck, of course, everyone goes to Innsbruck. Border flying to Innsbruck.
Odd Vic 2 Zulu departure squawk 7750.
Right, so we've got APU online, we're ready for pushback, so I'll request as such. So if we go in here, ground services.
1440, correct.
Doors closing, chocks and cones off, PCA off. Connect tug. Up here, very important, external power off before we ask the GPU to disappear, otherwise the shock disconnect basically causes the plane to reset slightly. So we can now disconnect it, now that we've got the plane over. Just smashing my wing there. Easy 367 Yankee, request pushback.
Easy 367 Yankee, after the Boeing 787 passes left to right, correction, right to left, and 101, push to start approved, facing west.
Push to start approved, facing west after the Boeing 787, easy 367 Yankee. Whose 787 is that? Because it's not a 787 for me, which means it's probably a virtual airline.
Gatwick Tower, good morning. Jet speed 34, ready for upper clearance.
Ah, we've got London online somewhere. MBT.
Jet speed 34 on ground, Gatwick.
Jet speed 34, Gatwick Tower, hello, clear to...
So NBT is an airline, I've never heard of that. North Atlantic. Okay, North Atlantic Airways, great. They have 3 787s and 4 787-9s. But this guy's probably using a 787-10, which means it won't come up properly. So that's why we just see a generic twin jet. Right, we're pushing start approved, so we're actually going to just do that now. Parking brake released. And start pushback. For engine start, we've got APU on. We're going to come down here to ignition start, turn that to start. Engine 1 first today. And I'm going to turn the electric pump on for the hydraulics. What that means is basically we're not going to be using the power transfer unit just yet, as we're going to start one engine, taxi out with one engine, and then yes, do the standard thing.
Easy 1440 is ready for push and start.
Easy 1440, stand 105, push to start approved, facing west.
Push to start approved, facing west. Easy 1440.
Okay, so nearly there. We've got engine 1 started. Just going to bring those back down to idle. I don't know why they were so high. Initial climb is about 6,000 feet. We'll check that.
Juliet 4 on my,
you do have it on
my
your
map.
charts.
Is it right down the end?
It is down the end, that is correct.
587 is right down the end, you can continue and hold Juliet 1.
Continue and hold Juliet 1, Walker 1815.
He said east, didn't he? He said west.
Just 34, ready for start approved.
So we can fix that quickly. We'll just start the second engine up.
3-4, hold position.
Gatsby 3-4.
Got enough space underneath the bridge here to turn around, so we shall use it. We need a second engine on to do a correct turn. So once engine 2 started up, we will turn off the electrical pump. Check the company messages quickly actually, since we've got waiting for that engine start. We go 40% N1 and fuel flows on. So the actual trick is for 20% N1 fuel flow should start. That's basically the check for the engines. Meanwhile, received messages, pre-departure clearance, received standby, load sheet, accept, because I can see that it's okay. We've already done it. Okay, engine 2 is just online. Going to set auto brake to max, speed brakes to arm, flaps to 1. I'm going to actually do that with my hotkeys, otherwise it doesn't work on departure. Squawk motor on, and then this is going to go to Tara. Available, and we're off block shortly, so I'm going to actually start this.
Taxi runway 26 right.
So I'm going to get the block time on this counter here.
Taxi runway 28 right, launch 002. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with this airport, so I'm sorry for that mistake.
Oh, then come here if you're not familiar. Parking brake still set, parking brake release.
Taxi straight ahead, hold Juliet 7, launch 702.
Taxi 3-4, stand 145, facing west.
Start up close approach, basic left, Gatsby 3-4.
Take a left onto Alpha November and then straight ahead there.
Just open the windows, some fresh air. Ground charts wise, what have we got?
Correct on long 702, take a left.
You're going to use parking stands initially, and then we'll go to airport takeoff if we're on Lima. Then we're going to bring it Lima, Quebec, Joliet.
Alpine 755, Gatwick Tower, hello, approach runway 08 right, number 1.
Easy 367 Yankee, request taxi.
Easy 367 Yankee, taxi Lima, Sierra, hold Sierra 1.
Lima, Sierra, hold Sierra 1, easy 367 Yankee. So that is Lima straight ahead, Sierra is last on the left through the cargo area, Sierra 1 is the bottom of the cargo area, so we're going to hold there, so basically just taxi all the way through here. Takeoff config test we can do now, and that's normal, so that's perfectly okay. Blocks and rolling. There's the Virgin Atlantic on final. Then reduce the power slightly, we just need a bit to get rolling, and then once we're rolling we can kind of idle it through.
Okay, 702, the next left and then a right on the runway 26 right, taxi way down.
Okay, go on the left right, runway 26 left, launch 702. Yeah, I see Fenix 37 pushing back in front of me, so I'm away from him too. Fenix pushing back, launch 702.
Okay, so the next left should be infantry before that aircraft.
Okay, turn and left, launch 702.
Yeah, so there's a cargo area, there's a Swissair. I'm going to turn left down here. We don't want to go to the right because that's just the end of the cargo area, so that's useless. Brake checks, brakes are okay. Take this corner here, we're going to go around to the left.
Upland 755, runway 38 right to main landing, 0 Auto 1815, contact on the 135.8 for that.
London's online.
135.8, well, Walker 1815. Sorry, I have a question right now, real quick. So right now, like I'm supposed to taxi to
It's not how you do questions.
and I'm supposed to like taxi on Juliet to 08, right? But if I go left right now, I'm gonna be on the a different runway, which is not gonna be where I'm taking off from. Long ship from the Virgin.
Take a left and then a right and taxi that runway to the end to get straight right.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Long Ship Virgin.
Easy 867 Yankee Sierra 1.
Easy 367 Yankee, continue taxi right to Juliet from Juliet 4.
Juliet to Juliet 4, easy 367 Yankee. These jets just landed. Nothing coming both directions. Taxi ahead. Now we need this one. Now for everyone who uses the Jefferson charts and goes, I can't find Juliet 4, here's your top tip. Are you ready for this? This is life changing. We look at the chart, I'm just going to get my stuff lined up. There we go, I'm straight now. So, Juliet is at the end here, but look, there's a little, for holding points, see inset. And if we do that, we see a little inset which tells us Juliet 4 is this one here. Juliet 3, Juliet 1, and so on. So, when you've got a chart for Gatwick and you think you can't find the holding points at the end of the runway, you need to look at the inset in the top left corner, and they're all in there. I know Jefferson is not the best for taxi charts, actually I always prefer the AIP, but this is just simply what we've got, so that's what we will use. Fully ready for departure, both engines running for more than 5 minutes by this point. The slightly high speed taxi with 30 knots, but we'll idle it now. And I've done a stupid thing. Pegasus app. So that's fine, the Pegasus app did actually load up. Turn off the AP at this point, for sure. Taxi light can go on when we turn off light on. Here's Juliet 6, and that confirms with the chart here. Oh look, there's Juliet 6. Coming up on Juliet 5 in a second. And I'm just looking ahead, there's Juliet 5, 08 left. So after departure we're going to be contacting 1, 2, 1326 by the sounds of it, so let me just put that in there. So that's in our standby.
Easy 367 Yankee, hold Juliet 1.
Hold Juliet 1, easy 367 Yankee. So that means we can continue left to the red lights here. Now the red lights are a bit of a problem because, well, maybe they are linked to the actual ATC. No.
Easy 367 Yankee, bound Juliet 1, runway 08 right, clear for takeoff, wind 060 to takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 08 right, easy 367 Yankee. So we're going to drive through the red lights now, which is not good, but that's just flight simulator limitation, we can't have everything. So entering the runway, we're going to go strobes on, landing lights on. Nose lights to takeoff. Pack 1 and Pack 2 off.
702, hold Juliet 1.
We've already got our transponder set, and we've got flaps set for takeoff, and we've done
Hold
TA
Juliet 1,
config,
long
check,
takeoff,
everything's
okay.
okay. So we can actually spool up to 50% and we'll keep it rolling. Okay, 50%, engines are stable, advance to flex. There's flex, LDEV. Climb and runway, climb and nav are armed, we've got SRS and runway in the green. So we've got our runway guidance from the ILS. All our windows are dotted out except for altitude, which is good. 120 knots, engines green.
Tower, good morning, Gatsby 34, taxi to order.
V1 and rotate.
Gatsby 34, Gamma Tower, hello again, hold go.
Brakes. Climb above 1000, gear up.
Longship 702, runway 08 right, line up.
Line up and way, runway 08 right, longship 723.
The autopilot, and we'll put the constraints on there.
Easy 367 Yankee, contact line control 135, decimal line, bye bye.
Line control 1358, easy 367 Yankee, bye. That's annoying, so I've got to quickly change this here. Wait a few seconds. Leave a climb. Line of control, easy 367 Yankee, landboard 1 Zulu, 2800 climbing. Let's get back on. That's the wrong frequency, I'm fairly sure. There is a 135.8. But there's no transmission, why is that? Line of control, easy 367 Yankee, landboard 1 Zulu, 3400.
Easy 367 Yankee, London, good morning to you. Climb now, flight level 130.
Climb level 130, easy 367 Yankee. Climb now means ignore the SID restraint. Yes, that'll happen because I left the flaps up too quickly and the engine wants to accelerate over the flap speed, which wouldn't have happened in real aircraft, let's be honest. We're on open climb now to 130. QNH passing transition level back over to standard, and when we turn off lights can go off, and we'll turn the nose lights to off. We've got landing lights on still. Electric pump definitely
367
still off.
Yankee, turn left heading 340 degrees.
Left 340, easy 367 Yankee.
8367 Yankee, report that heading to London 132.6 and give him your best hello.
Heading to London 132.6, easy 367 Yankee. 132.6, that's be easy to do from here. Still on transmit. Landing control, good morning, easy 367 Yankee heading 340 degrees.
Easy 367 Yankee, good morning to you, and now to Papa Oscar Lima and climb flight level 320.
Climb flight level 320 and you shall not to go directly to Pullman. Easy 367 Yankee.
What? No navigation to Pole Hill.
Pole Hill, thanks. That's a long way down. That's like the end of the. That's like a direct to Edinburgh, basically. Love it. Now we're cleared to 320, so we'll put that in the window there and just go up. There you go. So that's how you make a cruise very boring, I guess. We've got nothing to do now. So we'll just check our en route chart.
Steve at 0487, hello, Squawk 5.
Heathrow down there, and we've got photogrammetry area down below us, which is what's going to be loading nastily. Right, we're above 10,000 feet, landing lights off, and seatbelt signs are also going to go off now. It's not bumpy, we've got smooth air by the looks of it. And we got direct to Pole Hill, so let's just get Edinburgh charts up. Arrival.
Steve at 0487, it's the Rocksog 1 Hotel arrival, route 9 direct to Hazel.
So
When you're ready, descend flight level 260.
We're in INPIP 1 Echo.
Rocksog 1 Hotel arrival, when ready to redirect.
Let's do an RNAV approach. We don't have an RNAV, oh my. So we'll have to do either an NDB localizer or an NDB RLS. I don't fancy that, that looks horrible.
Walker 1815, there's nothing further for you. Unicom 122 decimal 8, destroy the flight. 122 decimal 8, Walker 1815, and thank you very much. Yeah.
That whole procedure's odd, but we're just basically going to do that. ILS DME, all radar required for racetrack, direct arrival not available without VOR DME, TALA and ILS DLM. ILS DME reached 0 at 06 threshold, restriction to maximum 210 knots. GPWS warnings are possible on intermediate approach because of this hill here. So, radar ranges will be provided at 50 nautical miles outbound and 12 to 4 inbound. This is basically an RNAV approach. So we'll go into EGPH, expect 06.
0487, confirm now, direct to Hazel.
Let's do ILS. 06 via INPIP 1 Echo, which is just up there. Don't know how many vias.
Control, good morning, Tom 4 Bravo Hotel.
Coming via Tala.
40, got information out from
Coming
board
from Ankpet. Probably Tart and Tala.
Bravo Hotel under control, good morning, cleared to Tenerife South, Luxor 15 procedure, and the Squawk 6211.
Cleared to Tenerife South, Luxor 15.
You'll do no via, there we go, insert.
6211 Tom, Jet 4 Bravo Hotel.
On Jet 4 Bravo Hotel, that's correct. When you're ready, your push and start is approved with QNH1009.
This commonly happens, you get too steep path when you're using something like that. So the too steep path part will probably just be nothing in the end, so we'll more or less ignore that, and if we do have a problem with the steepness we can just change things a bit.
London for the FedEx for reporting direct train from Heathrow and climbing to flight level 140.
FedEx 44 London, hello, climb flight level 180.
Continue climb flight level 180, FedEx 4.
So we're estimating Pole Hill at 10:01, which is not too long at all. Let me just actually pop up my Navigraph on the website. Now I just got to make sure nobody can see this because this is top secret stuff. Back to all flights, import flight from SimBrief. There we go, import and open. Right, so that's now got my routing here. Wonderful. So we're actually now direct to Pole Hill.
Steve at 0487, descend flight level 130,
which is just
level
north
by Hazel.
of Manchester, actually. So, is this any good for IFR stuff? Let's do IFR high. No, we're on IFR low. Maybe? I don't know. Terminal NEBs, terminal waypoints. VFR navigation's off. VFR airspace is off, and we don't need helipads. Terrain, low warnings, and high points. Okay, there we go. And just going to do moving maps on track orientation to the track. Very nice. So that's a route overview. Okay, so chart mode is standard, I guess. What's CAO? I wonder if CAO actually works. Back to Edinburgh. We've got input 1 echo, so let's overlay those. So that's now overlaid in the dark. We've got inpip, inrev, escdo, tartan, EGPH. Approach-wise, we're looking at the ILS DME runway 06, which will overlay now as well. So that is basically, we can actually skip tartan and go directly to Tala. That would be better. So actually I'm going to do the arrival via Tala because I've just looked on the chart and I can actually see that the Tala part is much easier than tartan because tartan is more for runway 26. So this should now, actually I'm going to just delete tartan, insert, come up to Escdo, I'm going to put Tala in, insert that, clear the discontinuity, insert. So now our flight plan should be a bit more fluid. No, it really isn't. Tala is somewhere else. TLA.
Contact 77 flight level 410.
That one. We want to delete this one. We want to delete the discontinuity. That's better. Now we have a straight line in, basically.
That's an op-met one goal.
That's fantastic. You see we're top of climbers here. We've got a few, about 100 miles cruise and then descent.
16, on 1 golf, target 77.
So we're going to do Escado, direct to Tala, Tala, direct to final.
London Control, right now 6293 with you, Boeing.
Noise abatement diagram. Oh, there's a few diagrams there to have.
Ryanair 6293 London, hello, route direct Elvos. It's an Elvos 1 mic for Manchester.
Likewise.
Route direct to Elvos for an Elvos 1 mic, arrival to Manchester, Ryanair 6293.
Tomjet 77, descend flight level 200 and route direct Otmet.
Descend flight level 200, direct Otmet, Tomjet 77.
FedEx 44, where are you routing after Trent?
Thank you, Centre. Original flight might change, coming in on the Alpha. Unfortunately, we don't have that waypoint. FedEx 44.
Roger, do you have the Dane to Alpha arrival?
We can have a look at that. Can you hold tight? FedEx 44.
Yep, just let me know.
Thank you, FedEx 44.
London, good morning, just 34, passing flight level 105.
Jet Edge 34, hello, climb flight level 230.
30, Jet Edge 34.
London,
Right,
Longship 702,
about 15 minutes.
10,400, climbing to
There'll
flight
be a video going
level
live.
150.
Longship 702 London, hello, climb flight level 260.
Climb to flight level 260, Longship 702.
Speedbird 0487, contact London 135.8. Goodbye.
135.8, Speedbird 0487.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, climb to flight level 240, Longship 72.
Longship 702, climb flight level 320.
Okay, 320, Longship 702. Longship 72.
Okay, just reaching the top of climb. Now we'll just cruise along. 90 miles to go, 10 AM arrival at Pole Hill, and then shortly afterwards beginning descent into Edinburgh. 25 minutes so far since we left the blocks. CPDLC wise, we haven't actually logged on, so I'm not using CPDLC for my communication with London Control. It's not too busy.
Get edge 34, redirect Citet, climb flight level 390.
As soon as we reach Pole Hill, we will be at the end of Vigilance Space, so that'll be basically the end of London Control for me, which will be upsetty spaghetti.
FedEx 44, do you have the day into Alpha arrival?
Map.vatsim.net.
Going through chats on FMC. Just bear with us, FedEx 44.
Edinburgh's offline, of course. We've got Glasgow instead. And Glasgow radar. Maybe we'll divert. Probably shouldn't divert though, because it's EasyJet virtual, so they wouldn't like us to divert because of wind. We just wanted to. Not a good reason.
Ranger 1, hello, climb flight level
Ranger
180. FedEx 44, I didn't hear what you said, I'm afraid, you were very broken.
FedEx 44, we have a day away for the approach.
Okay, still very broken, readability 2, FedEx 44, just route Trent, then Dane.
Stay FedEx 44.
London Control, 251 kilo, with the flight level 250.
Shuttle 251 Kilo London, hello, when ready, descend flight level 200, level by DISIT.
Descend when ready, flight level 200, level by DISIT, 251 kilo.
FedEx 44, contact London 133.7, goodbye.
Roger, 3.7, London Control.
London, hello, Midnight 5, coming flight level 170, inbound copy. Midnight 5, London, hello, roger.
London Control, hello, good morning, EC21 Extra Victor, climbing to level 170.
EC21 Extra Victor, hello, climb flight level 390.
Climbing 390, EC21 Extra Victor.
This is the boring part. So not much to report on really now. Just sort of cruising along. So I'll just start looking at charts and stuff, I suppose. Navigraph. So, airport briefing general. Noise abatement procedures. Reverse thrust is to be avoided between 11 and 6 AM local time. It's not really necessary. Code E and F aircraft must equate at the end, which we don't have either.
230 minutes.
Taxi. There's a short
Ranger
section
1.
of parallel taxiway
Ranger 1, resume navigation direct Elvos for the Elvos 1.
to enable ATC to pass the aircraft. Aircraft must remain on the yellow centre lines to maintain the required wingtip clearance and should ensure that they understand the routing given by ATC, particularly at night. Apart from GA apron, all parking stands on nose in / pushback.
Level 130, level by Tel 2.
Direct
Okay.
Tel 2, descend for 1...
Do not turn off the centre line unless stand entry guidance is illuminated or a marshaller has signalled clearance to proceed.
130 level by Tel 2, sorry.
On stand taxi speed should not exceed 5 knots. Arrival briefing.
Unicorn, and have a nice day, Jetspeed 34.
Easy 367 Yankee, contact London 133.7, goodbye.
London 133.7. Aye, easy 367 Yankee.
Yeah.
367 Yankee, 133. Bloody, I've forgotten that already. 1337, there we go, that's it, London North. Let's put that back on.
London, good morning, EG5 Control Papa, climbing to Takeoff 112.
85 Zulu Papa, London Control, hello, climb flight level 290.
London Control, descend flight level 120. Change flight level 122 to head for
London Control, hello, easy 367 Yankee, direct to Pole Hill. Do you hear me? You should hear me.
13 Papa, Alpha 194.
Upline 57 leaving Golf. I've fiddled with some headset settings. I can have a radio check.
Really fast.
Thank you. Better than before, yeah?
Say so.
Speed restrictions.
13 Papa, Alpha
210 to 250 on intermediate, 180 to 210 on base, 160 to 180 on final.
80 degrees and 5.
Noise abatement, strictly to be adhered to. Our aircraft using ILS shall not descend below 3,000 unless instructed by ATC before intercepting glide slope, nor thereafter fly below it. Without ILS or radar assistance, follow a descent path which will not at any time be lower than the nominal ILS glide slope.
Under control, Skyways 1342.
Everything's by ATC basically, which we don't have, so continuous descent will be expected to conform to continuous descent and low power, low drag approach procedures. To facilitate this technique, aircraft should fly within the speed band 210 to 240 during the approach phase, reducing to within the band 160 to 180 at 12 miles, and maintain 160 from 8 until 4 DME. In the interest of accurate spacing, ATC may request specific speeds, and pilots are requested to comply with speed adjustment as promptly as is feasible within their own operational constraints. Good, so that's all of the arrival stuff. Departure's not quite yet. Airport diagram, we've got taxiway Delta, seems to be running the whole length. Nope, that's very badly labelled. Very bad. Alpha maybe it's Alpha. It is Alpha. It says Alpha running the whole length. We've got Alpha 3, Bravo, Charlie and Delta are the 4 taxiways. We've got Foxtrot on the main apron, Golf and Micah on the other aprons. Low vis takeoff minimums, Cat 3 LVP will be applied. It's not going to be the case today. We've got 800 below on the left hand side, a TCAS flash up. 20 miles out, so he's no factor just yet.
8367 Yankee London Control.
Hello.
Hello?
Oh, I called you, but I think your headset wasn't working at the time, and then I forgot.
It's a failing of audio VATSIM. You have to close it to be able to turn volumes up and down and change buttons and things. So it wasn't not working. It was off.
Don't know what he's actually saying.
Fenix 44.
Very echoey.
Thank you, sir. We were getting our Alvos Manchester, sir, before the handover. Can we do that at French?
Yeah, Fenix 44, it should be the Alvos 1 Mike arrival for Manchester, so your routing will be Alvos to Trent today.
Right.
Enter destination
Fenix
data.
44, we'll keep the system a bit. Inspect us now for the ILS approaching way 05 left. Fly radar heading 295.
Cheating the system. Very non-British. Very non-Austrian, actually. The Brits don't care. 0906. So 090/6 needs to go in there.
Heading 295.
Temperature 15, dew point 15. Ah, low visibility. The dew point is the same as the 5,000 meters.
The wrong headset, so there's very little I can do about it.
5,000 meters visibility. Riald fog, overcast at 100 feet. And we just got a weird drop, but we're climbing back up to correct.
Golf Lima Delta, contact London Control.
QNH is 1011. So 5,000 meters visibility, low visibility procedures will be in use because we've got fog and a cloud layer 100 feet above the airfield.
326, hang on, that's it.
So hopefully we shall have some fun on approach. Pole Hill, 16 miles to go now, 2 minutes until there. That's 10:00 Zulu, which is currently 2 hours ago.
Good morning, London Control. Lima X-ray Delta India Oscar with you at 4,000 feet, climbing for 5,000, listed to Sierra departure from Manchester.
Lima X-ray Delta India Oscar London Control, thank you for the flawless check-in. Climb flight level 100.
Flight level 100 for Lima X-ray Delta India Oscar, cheers.
Fenix 44, descent flight level 110.
He's pro. FedEx, not so much.
Fenix 44.
Roger, just ready, sir. You think you said flight level 1 4,000?
Fenix 44, negative, descent flight level 110.
What is going on with the altitudes today? We're getting weather.
Lima India Oscar, turn left heading 150 degrees.
Left 150 for Lima X-ray Delta India Oscar.
Bummer.
3 Papa, across further climb.
Shuttle 13 Papa, climb flight level 170.
170, Storm. 3 Papa.
What is going on with altitudes today? Get back down.
Control, is you not full, Tango Juliet with you? 94 Tango Juliet, London Control, hello to you. Flying radar heading 130 degrees, climb flight level 80.
Hi, heading 130 degrees and climb flight level 80, easy 94 Tango Juliet.
Lima India Oscar, fly radar heading 160 degrees.
London, Scotland's on. Scottish Control 1199.998. I think that's wrong, but it's well outside VHF bandwidth. However, he should hopefully change his frequency soon once he's set up.
Lima India Oscar, fly radar
Seems like the UK is fully online now. We haven't had ATC patches anywhere.
FedEx
944, you appear to be paused.
Edinburgh is now online. Runway in use 06.
Just having a few.
Yeah, let's actually get that.
connection problems here, but we'll go back in.
131.35.
Roger. Lima India Oscar, climb flight level 190 with a good rate through flight level 110.
190 for Lima Oscar, Delta India Oscar.
Easy 94 Tango Juliet, climb flight level 190.
Climb flight level 190, easy 94.
131.35.
Time 0920 Zulu. Runway in use 06.
FedEx 44, D7, flight level 70.
Surface wind 080 degrees knots, varying between 050 and 130 degrees, visibility 10 kilometers or more. Scattered 400 feet,
Tango Juliet, turn right turn 190 degrees.
Dew point +14, QNH 1010. Acknowledge receipt of information.
Easy 367 Yankee contact Scotland Control 135.525.
Scotland Control for Easy 367 Yankee 125.525.
Alpha.
Just check the frequency 135.525.
135.525, thanks, sorry.
06.
Level
flight
Right,
level 7.
off. London, Scottish 135.525.
Swiss 15 X-ray, direct Ratsu.
Scottish Control, good morning. Easy 367 Yankee, inbound Air Cup.
Easy 367 Yankee, Scottish, hello, input 1 Echo arrival, when ready, descend flight level 130.
In pip 1 Echo and when ready to 130, Easy 367 Yankee. Company message? What could they possibly want? Well, I've gone Yorkshire. AOC menu received. Was I late? I was late, wasn't I? 1 minute late. Oh no. 1 minute, and it was probably AMZ. Let's say it was AMZ. That just means air traffic control delays. Send. We've got that when ready. I'm just going to check this METAR here. We've got a D8 from VATSIM. So it's 3,000 meters now. Scattered 600, 1814. The fog's gone. 090 at 9. So I'm just going to change some of this arrival data here. 090 at 9. Temperature is now 18, dew point 14, so we're clear of the fog problem. The spread's starting to improve. And the QNH is dropping, I believe, 1010. There we go. So that's better. Barometric minimums, we're going to use, actually we'll use full minimums. We'll use radio altitude for this. Which will be Cat 3 ILS's decision height is 50 feet. I think we need Cat 2, 100 feet. Cat 3B, we just need a visibility of 75 meters, which is nothing. That's less than the length of a football field. With no minimums, basically. So that's fun. About 20 miles to go on the descent. So let's do decision height of RA 98, radio altimeter 98, so we'll do that there, 98 in radio, full flaps landing, zoom in there, we've got 130 cleared, I'm just going to start that now, so it's just a gentle 1,000 feet per minute descent, and then once it's ready I'll start nose down the whole way. So, company message again. Bloody hell, they're really on it today. AOC received. Easy ops. ADC received. There we go. That's all they needed to do. So we're descending now into a bevy, in Riv, and then Esto Tala. So I'll see if I just need to change that back to Tartan. We shall see. Stevo et al. His name. We're actually on the frequency still. 135.525, that's correct. Let's just quick double check the GPH ATIS. Bravo 950, runway news 06, transition 75, surface wind 0909, visibility 10. But to the north, it's only 3,000 meters. Right, so in the northern sector of the aerodrome, it's only 3,000 meters visibility. Scattered clouds at 600 feet, temperatures 1H, dew point 14, QNH 1010. Information B. We can see the cloud there that might be causing our visibility issue, so that's okay. And we'll see if he's expecting us to fly the full Tala arrival. Full Tartan part anyway. Tala will be less concerning for me. Just going to continue through this house, should come straight hopefully. There we go, straight through. Is that a message? Nope, not a message. Very quiet in Scotland today, actually. I think I will switch over to Google, shall we do that? We're using Bing Maps at the moment, let's see what Google looks like, is it any better? Just for this clouds here that things seem to be worse at actually getting rid of. We have a large facility here, so I forgot to open Volanta. That's annoying. Whole flight wasted.
36 Tango Quebec, contact London 133.70. 133.7, easy 36 Tango Quebec. See ya.
It's over Carlisle. And we're just coming in over, this looks like something important. I think that's Sellafield, Gretna. RAF Bernfoot.
3,700 on the Clyde 3 Bravo.
That'd be that thing there, basically.
100.
More drag, you're saying? No problem. There you go, more drag. That's as much drag as I can offer, though. Right, speed brakes in. Getting back down to profile, so that's good.
Scandinavian 4627 radio check. Scandinavian 4627, squawk 3605. 3605.
Going up to 200 in rev, but we're going to go through that constraint as well.
Got control, good morning, easy 191, passing flight level 030.
So we've got our arrival chart here, we're expecting this one.
Shallow, climb flight level 270.
Climb flight level 270, easy, yeah, 191.
Now the NDP and the Cat 2-3 are the same, we just have different minimums basically and different staff requirements.
Flight level 90, high speed approved.
Descend flight level 90, high speed, easy 367 Yankee. Woohoo! High speed approved, so that means I can actually go into init. I think. Performance.
Easy 367 Yankee, contact Edinburgh radar 121.2, bye bye.
Edinburgh radar 121.2, easy 367 Yankee, bye bye. I can't be bothered, I'll just do it in 1212. Edinburgh radar, good morning, easy 367 Yankee, information Bravo Escdo.
Clear size approach runway 06, and it's not evening, I apologize, good morning.
Yeah, good night to you too, and runway 06, easy 367 Yankee. Just thought I'd go along with that.
Easy 67 Yankee, turn
Left heading 330 degrees, easy 367 Yankee. And we'll descend with 1200 feet per minute. Yes, we lose our navigational accuracy. We're high speed approved, so I can actually just descend at, say, 300 knots. Do an open descent at 300. 280. Get us in a bit quicker. It's given us a direct base, basically. Decision height 98 feet.
Edinburgh Ryanair 558 Tango on block stand 6. Thank you very much. We'll be back.
Thanks, goodbye.
Still going high speed. And that's absolutely fine. Descent flight level 70, easy 367 Yankee. From flight level, because the transition level is 75. Unless things have changed. So speed brake will just increase, I'll just hit right there. So that's all we're going to do. Bit of speed brake, get us in a bit quicker. Let's activate the LS systems on both sides, check right now if it's actually correct. So we've identified 1089. And we do indeed have 109 IVG, so IVG is identified, but we should actually just quickly check that there. We go nav. Oh, nice, I can use that to actually turn up the radios there. Yeah, we're exceeding the speed limit. 274,000 feet, QNH 1010, easy 367 Yankee. Set 1010 there. Once we're at 4,000, we'll decelerate that. As you can see here, we're doing a bit of high speed. Auto brake low, actually do medium for this one. And everything else is okay. Once at 4,000, we will reduce. Basically, just before short before 4,000, I'll get the speed down to about 220, and then we'll do the final approach. So we're coming in now at 290 knots. You can see the wind turbines here going away. 5,000 feet, QNH 1010 set. We've got high speed as we were approved. Landing light on, passenger signs on, taxi light to take off, and runway turn off lights on. Coming through some bumpy air now as the clouds are here. Okay, there comes our altitude, so I'm just going to request this to go down to 200. I should just activate approach phase, performance, activate approach, confirm, set that to the aircraft. There we go, minimum clean. Coming in quite high speed, but we're reducing that now in level flight. This is exactly what we would do in a little plane. 3,000 feet, DC 367 Yankee. Do that on an open descent so we can reduce our speed. Okay, we're coming below flaps 1 speed, so now going to request flaps 1 from the aircraft once we're at 220. Okay, there's flap 1 speed set, so we're going to reduce now to 180, 190 knots. Right, 030, when established on the localizer, descend on the glide path, easy 367 Yankee. So go 030 degrees, we've got there, and we're cleared localizer, and glide path once established, so we'll unlock. There's 180, I'm going to request the next level of flaps and do 160 to 40 ME. We're inbound now. We don't have the low visibility that we were expecting. It looks like to the north it is worse, but that's actually absolutely okay. Localizer's armed, we've got approach coming down here slowly, but that's just going to be a nice continuous descent for us. 12 miles to go. Glide path inbound coming now.
2,500.
2,500 already checked. Sweep brake needs to go to retract. We'll put flaps 3. Bit bumpy today because it is Scotland and it's always a bit bumpy in Scotland. Localizer, so we can do glide path now. There's our wind, 165 at 4. Keep the speed at 160 until 40 ME. A little bit left, a little bit right. There's a glide path coming now. Easy 367 Yankee established 06. Little line 06, easy 367 Yankee. Woo, clearance received. Landing light on. Great. In real life, you have to put the landing lights below 10,000 feet in a big jet, whereas we like to do it as a reminder that we've got landing clearance. We put the landing light on and go, ah, I've been cleared because I've put my landing light on. Clever. Right, 160 knots at 8 DME, 7 DME, gear down. Ish. Bit of that wingtip action. Gear down. Here comes the gear. Noise. Right, we need to be in the cockpit now. 5 miles to go. Flaps not quite yet full. Let's do flaps full because we're below the speed, so there you go, flaps full. Means once we actually engage our final approach speeds, we'll have flaps already set. So 5 miles, I'm going to actually request it now. Bumpy, bumpy. Actually, 1 second, just going to go into controls quickly and just check that we've got the correct profile loaded, because my sensitivity is indeed on Fenix. It's bumpy, shall we say. Cleared to land. Runway in sight and 06 identified from headings. We're on the glide path. We're not to be below the glide path according to arrival information, so we'll just stay where we are right now. Wind's getting a bit more calm as we're coming into land. We've got 080 degrees 78 knots. So maybe a small amount of GS Mini coming in. We're trying to hold 136 as a ground speed basically. Clearance is received, gear is down, 3 greens, auto brake medium, and flaps are, spoilers are armed even, not flaps, flaps are down. Okay, switching over to the manual phase of the flight, just going to look at roughly the runway threshold, just beyond it. Using some slight help from the flight directors, although not much. Flight directors off. There's a loss of navigational accuracy. Getting a bit of a downdraft now. It's very Scottish today.
Minimum.
Continue.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard. 5.
Oh, just about. We'll vacate on Charlie. Welcome to Edinburgh. Flaps up. Landing light off. There we go. Let's get our going charts up. And Easy 367 Yankee is on Charlie, right or left?
Easy 367 Yankee, welcome to Edinburgh. Taxi right, Alpha Foxtrot, stand 6.
Alpha Foxtrot, stand 6, Easy 367 Yankee. Alpha Foxtrot, and then one of the stands here is going to be 6. We'll take that one. 1 hour and 5 minutes. Flight time, we'll take the blocks as well. Stand 6, a little bit further along around the corner likely. Eight, 7, 6. Brake to below ground speed of 5 knots. Marshaller in sight. Stop. Parking brake set, engines to idle, APU start. Taxi light off, strobe lights definitely off. Let's check what the landing rate was according to Pegasus. We had 98 feet per minute, pretty nice. A little bit too long flaring though. Now landing was at 2.6, so we need to do until 3.1. We'll be doing our thingamabob engine cool down. Just give it 5 minutes basically. Good screenshot. Okay, engine's fine now, we turn these off. APU's available anyway, so we don't need to worry about power switchover. Go into the menu here. Ground services. Commence deboarding, we want the jetway on. And we will need GPU, PCA, chocks and codes. There we go. Flight finito, 1 hour 25.